Hello students, today in this video I am going to start the next exercise, exercise 8.2, and in my previous video I had already explained you exercise 8.1, and in that video I had explained you the basic concepts and the basic terms related to the chapter, that was selling price, cost price, profit percentage and gain percentage. And now in this second exercise you can see here in the next exercise 8.2 we have to apply only these two formulas to find out the solution. Means you can see in this case the selling price, the cost price and the profit percentage or the loss percentage. Means these values will be given to us, and according to these values we have to find out the solution of the 8.2 sums. And now you can see in this case, first of all, if we want to find out the value of the selling price, means to find the SP, to find out the value of the selling price when the cost price and the profit or loss percentage is given, that time we have to apply this formula. Means if the profit percentage is given, that time we have to apply the first formula, means the formula of profit percentage, and if the loss percentage is given, that time we have to apply this formula loss percentage. Means only these two formulas we have to apply throughout the exercise, and this exercise is very simple. And now you can see also this first formula SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage, and also this first formula CP into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to SP. Both formulas are same. So here you have to understand the important term, that is you can apply this first formula in this way also. Means you can see in the first formula you can see, means this SP I had taken on the left hand side and this value CP on the right hand side. Means when you want to find out the value of the SP, that time you have to take this SP on the left hand side and the other values on the right hand side. And if you want to find out the value of this cost price, means if you want to find out the value of the CP, that time you have to take the side, this CP, the whole side on the left hand side and this SP on the right hand side. So again you have to listen this one. If you want to find out the value of the selling price, then you have to take the selling price on the left hand side and the other values on the right hand side. And if you want to find out the value of this cost price, then you have to take this whole side on the left hand side and this side SP on the right hand side. And also the same thing for the loss percentage. If you want to find out the value of the selling price and if the loss percentage is given, that time you have to take this SP on the left hand side and other values on the right hand side. Means if you want to find out the value of this SP, and the same thing is given if you want to find out the value of the CP, then you can write down this formula in this way. Means if you want to find out the value of this CP, that time you have to write down this CP side on the left hand side and this SP on the right hand side. Means those value which you want to find out, you have to take this one on the left hand side. Only this much you have to understand. Means if you want to find out the value of the CP, then time you have to take this side, this whole side on the left hand side and this side on the right hand side. So when I will explain to you some, then you can easily understand this one also. So now we are going to start the sum. So see this one carefully. Okay, now see the first sum. In this sum you can see, find the selling price if the cost price is rupees 1050 and the profit percentage is given to us. And now you can see here in this case we have to find out the selling price and the cost price and profit percentage is given to us. So in this case we have to apply the first formula. Why? Because of in this case the profit percentage is given and we have to apply the formula in which the profit percentage is there in the formula. And now you can see the selling price is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage. So this is a very simple formula and we have to apply this one here to find out the value of the selling price. And now you can see SP we have to write down as it is because of the value of SP we have to find out, and the value of this CP is 1050 and 1 as it is, then plus into profit percentage is in this case is 10% is given to us. So we have to put the value 10% is here. And now you can see in the next step 1050 into 1 plus 10%, and now we have to remove this percentage sign from here. How we can remove this one? By dividing this 10 with 100. So it will become 1050 into 1 plus 10 by 100. And now in the next step you can see it will become 150, and now we have to take the LCM. 100 into 1 is 100, 100 plus 10 over 100. And now you can see this is 150 into 100 plus 10, it will become 110 over 100. And now you can see this 0 is cancelled with this and this 0 is cancelled with this. And now it will become 105 into 11. And now we have to multiply, this is 105 means 105 with 11, it will become 1155. So the selling price in this case is rupees 1155. So this is the solution. It means if the cost price is 1050 and the article is sold at a profit of 10%, that time the selling price will be 1155. So this is the solution. It means in this way we can find out the solution. We have to apply the simple formula, the first formula that I had already explained before starting the sums, that is SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage. And if the selling price we have to find out and loss percentage is given, that time we have to apply the second formula. So see the second sum. Okay, now see the second sum of this first part, and in this sum you can see the cost price is given, that is rupees 2700, and the loss percentage is given, that is 7%. So in this case we have to find out the selling price again. So in this case you can see the loss percentage is given. At this time we have to apply the second formula, and now you can see it will become SP is equal to CP into 1 minus loss percentage. So when the loss percentage is given, that time we have to apply the formula of loss percentage. So now you can see it will become SP is equal to the cost, the CP value is 2700, and now you can see 1 minus loss percentage is 7% is given to us. So put the value 7%, and now it will become 2700 into 1 minus, and now you have to remove the percentage sign again from here by dividing this 7 with 100. So it will become 7 over 100. So it will become 2700 into 1 minus 7 over 100. And now you can see in the next step you have to take the LCM. It will become 2700 as it is, and now you can see 100 into 1, it will become 100 minus 7 over 100. And now you can see it will become 2700 into 700 100 minus 7, it will become 93 over 100. And now these two zeros are cancelled with each other. Now you can see this is 27 into 93, and by multiplying these values it will become 2511. So it means in this case the selling price is 2511. So mean when the loss percentage is given and the CP is given, that time we have to apply the second formula, that is SP is equal to CP into 1 minus loss percentage. And by solving this one we can find out the value, means we can find out the solution. So this is the first sum, and now you can see the second sum. Okay, now see the second sum. In this sum you can see find the cost price if the SP is rupees 848 and the profit percentage is given, that is 6%. Okay, now you can see in this case the profit percentage is given. It means here we have to apply the first formula, and that was SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage. Okay, now see this one carefully. In this case we have to apply the first formula, that is SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage. So in this case we have to find out the value of this CP. That means we have to find out the value of this cost price. If we have to find out the value of this cost price, that time we can take this whole side which is on the right hand side to the left hand side in the sum, and which is, now you can see this is selling price which is on the left hand side, we can take this one on the right hand side. Means we can rearrange this formula. How you can see it will become CP into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to SP. Means if we want to find the value of SP, that time we can write down this formula in this way. The formula is same, but we can write down this formula in two ways. Means if we want to find the value of this SP, that time we can write down this formula, SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage, which I had already applied in the previous sum. And now if we want to find the value of this CP, that time we can write down this formula in this way, CP into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to SP. I hope this is clear to you. It is the same formula, but in two ways we can write down this formula. And now you can see it will become CP is equal to 1 plus profit percentage is 6% is equal to 848. And now CP as it is 1 plus 6% means we have to remove this percentage sign from here by dividing this 6 with 100. It will become CP into 1 plus 6 over 100 is equal to 848. And now you can see in the next step it will become CP, and now we have to take the LCM. 100 into 1 is 100 plus 6 over 100 is equal to 848, and now it will become CP into 100 plus 6, it will become 106 over 100 into 848. And now you can see CP is equal to, by rearranging means we have to take this 100 in the numerator and this 106 in the denominator. When we are taking this one here in this side, it will become 848 into 100 over 106, and now it will become 848 into 100 is 84800 over 106, and after dividing it will become, after doing little calculation, it will become 4200 42,400 over 53, and after division it will become 800. So it means in this case the cost price is rupees 1800. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now see the second part of this second sum. In this case, you can see again we have to find out the cost price, but this time the selling price is given, that is 1692, and the loss percentage is given, that is 10%. And now you can see in this case we have to apply the second formula, that is loss percentage. And now you can see in this case again we can apply the second formula, that is SP is equal to CP into 1 minus loss percentage. But again the same thing is also here. This time again we have to find out the value of the CP, means here we have to find out the value of this cost price CP. And now as I explained to you, when we want to find the value of this SCP, that time we can write down this side on the left hand side and this SP on the right hand side, means we have to rearrange this formula again. So this time it will become CP into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to SP. Means it is very simple, that when we are finding the value of this cost price, that time we have to write down this side in this side, it means this side in the right hand side and this value SP in the left hand side. So now you can see it will become CP into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to SP. And now CP into 1 minus the value of loss percentage is 10%. So put the value here, it will become 10% is equal to SP is 1692. And again in the next step you can see CP is equal CP into 1 minus 10% means we have to remove this percentage sign from here. By dividing this 10 with 100, it will become 100 over 10 is equal to 1692. And now in the next step again we have to take the LCM. CP into 100 into 1 is 100 minus 10 over 100 is equal to 1692. And now you can see it, in this case it will become CP into 100 minus 10, it will become 90 over 100 is equal to 1692. And now after rearranging the terms, it will become 1692 into 100 over 90. And now this 0 and this 0 is cancelled, and now you can see it will become 1692 into 10 over 9. And further when this term is divided by 9, it will become 188. And now you can see we have to multiply this 188 with this 10, it will become CP is equal to 188 into 10, it will become 1880. So the cost price in this case is 1880. So only the simple thing that you have to keep in your mind, only this, when you are going to find the value of CP, that time you have to rearrange the formula. That is, when you are going to find out the value of this CP, that time you have to take this CP in this side, means on the right hand side, and this SP on the left hand side. And when you are going to find the value of SP, then directly you can apply this formula. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now see the third sum. In this sum you can see Mohan gains 15% by selling an article for rupees 1610. Find the cost price of the article and the total gain. So in this case, first of all we have to find out the cost price, and then we have to find out the total gain, means we have to find out his profit in rupees. And now you can see the gain is given, that is 15%, and the selling price is given. So in this case we have to find out the cost price. So this is the same as I explained you the second part of the second sum. So this is also the same, means in this case also we have to apply the same formula which I had applied in the second sum. Okay, now you can see in this case the profit percentage is given and the selling price is given. So this is the formula of profit percentage. And now you can see first of all the profit percentage is given, that is 15%, and the selling price is given, that is 1610. And now in this case you can see we have to find out first of all the cost price, and again we can rearrange the formula, that is CP into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to SP. Means this time we have to find out again the value of this CP, means we have to write down the side in which the CP is there in the formula on the right hand side, and this SP on the left hand side. So means it will become CP into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to SP. And now in this case you can see CP as it is, and then 1 plus profit percentage is 15%. So 15% is equal to SP. SP is 1610. And now again in the next steps you can see it will become CP into 1 plus 15%, which will become 15 over 100 into is equal to 1610. And now in the next step you have to take the LCM. It will become 100 into 1 is 100, and it will become 100 plus 15 over 100, and this term as it is. And in the next step it will become CP into 100 plus 15, it will become 115 over 100 is equal to 1610. And now you can see again CP is equal to, and again we have to rearrange the terms. How we can rearrange? That is CP is equal to 1610 as it is, and now we have to take this 10 which is in the denominator, it will go in the numerator, it will become 100 over this is 115. And now you can see after doing calculation it will become Cp is equal to 70 into 20, and 70 into 20 it will become 1400. So in this case now you can see the cost price in this case is rupees 1400. So in this way we can find out the cost price. It is very simple, only we have to apply this formula, that is Cp is equal to Cp into 1 plus profit percentage is equal to Sp. And now in this case the cost price and the gain, the both things we have to find out. So just I had explained to you the cost price, that is rupees 1400, and now you can see that how we can find out his profit. And this is very simple. How you can see the selling price is already given, that is 1610, and the cost price just now we had find out, that is 1400. And now this is Sp is greater than Cp, means this is the case of profit, so profit is equal to Sp minus Cp. And now you can see the value of the Sp is 1610 minus the value of the Cp is 1400, and after subtraction it will become 210. So in this case the cost price is rupees 1400 and his profit is 210. So this is the answer. Okay, now see the next sum, the fourth sum. In this case you can see a man loses 8% by selling an article for rupees 1449. Find the cost price and his total loss. So this is also very simple sum, because in this sum we have to find out the cost price, but this time loss percentage is given, that is 8%. And again we have to rearrange the formula, because of this time we have to find out the cost price, and here we have to apply the second formula. And now you can see the loss percentage is given, that is 8%, and the SP means the selling price is given, that is 1449. So in this case you can see we have to find out the value of this Cp. It means we have to take the side of Cp on the left hand side and this Sp on the right hand side. So it will become Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. Means the same formula we have to apply, but we have to rearrange the formula according to the value which we have to find out. Means those value which we have to find out, we have to always take on the left hand side. So it will become Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. And now you can see it will become Cp into 1 minus loss percentage given, that is 8%, is equal to 1449. And next step you can see Cp into 1 minus 8%. Again we have to write down this as 8 by 100 is equal to 1449. And now we have to take the LCM. So here you have to first of all see only this side, and now you can see 100 minus 8, it will become 92 over 100 is equal to 1449. And after rearranging the term it will become Cp is equal to 144900 over 92. And after dividing this whole term by 92 it will become 1575. So in this case you can see the cost price is rupees 1575. Means in this way we can find out the value by applying this formula, that is Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. And in this case we have to find out his loss also. And now you can see it is also very simple how we can find out this one. Now you can see the loss is equal to Cp minus Sp. Cp is 1575 and the Sp is already given in the form in the sum. You can see this is 1449, and after subtraction it will become 126. So loss is equal to rupees 126. So this is the solution. Okay, now see the fifth sum. In the fifth sum you can see a man bought a wristwatch for rupees 1350 and he spent rupees 50 on his repair and sold it at a profit of 15%. So find out the selling price. So okay, in this case you can see here we have to find out the selling price and the profit percentage is given. So it means here we have to apply the first formula, means the formula of profit percentage. Okay, now first of all see the cost price of the man. In this case we can see the total cost price of the watch is rupees 1350 plus 50 rupees. Why? Because of now you can see the man bought a watch for rupees 1350 and he also spent 50 rupees on its repair. Means now you can see he spent 50 rupees also in this case, and means this 50 rupees also the cost price for this person. And now you can see it means the total cost price will be equal to 1350 plus this 50 rupees, and now it will become 1400. And now means the total cost price of the man is 1350 plus 50 is rupees 1400. And now it means the CP is 1400, and also the profit percentage is given, that is 15%. So now you can see in this case we have to apply the first formula. So this time you can see we have to find out the value of SP, and I had taken the value of SP on the left hand side, and this value on the right hand side. So now you can see it will become SP is equal to CP into 1 plus profit percentage. So it will become CP is 1400 into 1 plus profit percentage is 15%. So it will become 15%, it will become 15 over 100, and after taking LCM it will become 100 plus 15 over 100, and this 1400 as it is. And now in the next step you can see this is 1400 into 1115 over 100, and after you can see these two zeros and zeros are cancelled with each other, and now it will become 14 into 115, and after multiplication it will become 1610. So in this case the selling price is rupees 1610. So this is very simple sum. Only the new thing is also here, that is only the person spent some rupees on this one also, on this article watch, and you can see the total cost price will be equal to the total price spent by the person, that is 1350 plus 50. So this is the total cost price. So after that we have to apply this formula, and then we can find out the value of this SP. So this is the solution. Okay, now see the sixth sum. In this sum you can see a man bought a calculator for rupees 1100, and he's purchased the cover and the extra battery also for rupees 79, and then he sold it to his friend at a loss of 10%. So what is the selling price of the calculator? So in this case you can see, first of all, a man bought a calculator means he spent rupees 1100 on the calculator, and further he spent some extra money for buying the cover and the battery, that is for rupees 79. So this is also his cost price. Okay, now first of all you can see the total cost price of the calculator is, this is 1100, and plus which money he has spent on this one calculator also, that is 79. So means the extra money which he has spent for buying cover and the battery is also the cost price for the person. And now you can see the total cost price of the calculator, it will become 1100 plus 79, and then it will become 1179. And now you can see the loss percentage is already given, that is 10%. And now in this case we have to find out the selling price of the article, and now you can see we have to apply the second formula in this case, because of the loss percentage is given to us. And now we have to apply this formula, SP is equal to CP into 1 minus loss percentage. And now you can see we have to find out the value of SP, so that's why you have to take this one on the left hand side and the other side on the right hand side. So it will become CP into 1 minus loss percentage. So the value of this CP is 1179 into 1 minus loss percentage means 10%. And now in the next step you can see 1179 into 1 minus 10 over 100, and after taking LCM it will become 100 minus 10 over 100, and it will become 90 over 100. And now you can see it will become 1179 into 9 by 10, and further after multiplying the values it will become 1061.10 rupees. So now you can see in this case the selling price is 1061.10 rupees. So means the selling price is rupees 1061.10 rupees. So this is the solution. Okay, now see the seventh sum. It is also very simple, and now you have to see this one also. You can see a man sells his mobile phone for rupees 558 and suffers a loss of 7%. Means the person when sells his mobile phone for 558, then he has to suffer of loss of 7%. And now you can see if he needs a profit of 6%, for how much he should sell this one. Means if he want to earn a profit of 6%, that time for how much price he has to sell the mobile phone. And now you can see, so this sum has two parts. So how you can see, because in the first part you can see when the person is selling the mobile phone for 558, that time his loss was 7%. So with the help of this part of this sum we have to find out the value of the cost price. Means with the help of only this portion of this statement we can find out the cost price of the mobile phone, because of the selling price is given. You can see the selling price is given, that is 558, and loss is given, that is 7%. So now you can see it means the selling price of the mobile phone is 558 and the selling price, so SP it will become 558 and loss is already given, that is 7%. And now you can see you have to see only this part. First of all, this case means the first case you have to see when he has suffered the loss of 7%. And now in this case we have to find out the value of this cost price. So how we can find out? The loss percentage is given, so we have to apply the second formula. So it will become Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. And now you can see it will become Cp into 1 minus the loss percentage is 7%, so 7% is equal to Sp. So it will become Cp into 1 minus 7 over 100 is equal to Sp is 558. And now you can see after taking the LCM it will become 100 minus, then it will become Cp into 100 minus 7, 93 over 100 is equal to 558. And after rearranging the term it will become 558 into 100 over 93. And now you can see in the next step after cancellation it will become Cp is equal to 600. So the cost price in this case is 600. So it means with the help of the first information we can find out the value of the cost price. The first information means when the selling price is given and the loss percentage is given, with the help of these two values we can find out the cost price. The cost price is in this case is rupees 600. And now you can see the second part. If he needs a profit of 6%, for how much he should sell it, this one. So this time we have to find out the selling price. Means if we want to earn a profit of 6%, for how much value he should sell this one, this mobile phone. Okay, now we can take the cost price which we had found in the first part. You can see this is the cost price is rupees 600. That was the cost price of the mobile phone. Okay, if we want to earn a profit of 6%, means that time we have to take the profit percentage as 6%. So now you can see, so if we want to earn a profit of 6%, that time the SP will be is equal to Cp into 1 plus profit percentage. Means if we want to earn a profit of 6%, that time we have to find out his selling price, and the cost price is 600 just now we had calculated. So it will become Sp is equal to 600 into 1 plus 6%. And now you can see in the next step 600 into 1 plus 6 over 100. And now in the next step it will become 6% into, after taking LCM it will become 100 into 1 in 100 plus 6 is 106 over 100. And after cancellation these two zeros it will become 106 into 6. And after multiplication it will become 636. So this is the selling price if we want to earn the profit as a 6%. So okay, now see the last sum of this exercise, the 8th sum. You can see the shopkeeper loses 15% by selling a dining table for rupees 10,200. Means the shopkeeper sells a dining table for rupees 10,200 and he has to face a loss of 15%. And now you can see if he sells the same dining table for rupees 12,240, find his loss percent or gain percent. And now you can see in this case, first of all, this sum is also has two parts. In the first part you can see shopkeeper has to suffers a loss of 15% by selling a dining table for rupees 10,200. Means the SP and the loss percentage is given. So with the help of these two values, first of all we can find out the cost price, and after that I will explain to you next portion of the sum. You can see first of all you have to see only this one. So you can see the loss percentage is given, that is 15%, and the selling price is given, that is 10,200. And now in this case we have to find out the cost price. So we have to apply this formula, that is Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. And now you can see it will become Cp into 1 minus loss percentage, it will become 15% is equal to Sp is 10,200, and it will become 15 over 100, and after taking LCM it will become 100 minus 15 over 100. And then you can see it will become Cp is into 100 minus 15, it will become 85 over 100 into 10,200. And now you can see in the next step after rearranging the terms it will become 10,200 into 100 over 85, and after cancellation it will become 120 into 100 and it will become 12,000. So means in this case the cost price by applying this formula, that is Cp is equal to Cp into 1 minus loss percentage is equal to Sp. Means with the help of this formula we had find out the value of the Cp, that is rupees 12,000. And now you can see if he sells the same dining table for rupees 12,240, then find out his loss percent or gain percent. Means now the cost price we had find out, that is 12,000, and now the new selling price is given. Means if he sells the same dining table for rupees 12,240, means in this case the selling price, if we are taking the selling price of the table is rupees 12,240, which is given in the second part, you can see, then clearly you can see the CP which we had found just now, that is 12,000, and the selling price is given, that is rupees 12,240. So in this case you can see SP is greater than CP. So means if the SP is greater than CP, so this is a case of profit, and now you can see profit is equal to SP minus CP, and it will become 12,240 minus 12,000, and after subtraction it will become 240. So the profit percentage in this case is P over CP into 100, means profit over CP into 100. The value of profit is 240 over the value of CP is 12,000 into 100. And now you can see these two zeros are cancelled with each other, and this zero is also cancelled. And now in this case, when he was selling the dining table for rupees 12,240, that time the profit percentage is 2%. So this is the solution. So dear students, I had explained all the sums of this exercise, and now you have to try all these sums by yourself. Till if you find any difficulty, then you can call me. Also you have my contact number. So till then, do the practice, learn mathematics and stay healthy. Thank you.